day, lovelies. Hello. Hello, good day, lovelies. Good day. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome once more to my channel. Welcome. And if you're just joining us for the first time, you are highly welcome. Yes, you're highly welcome. So, this video is all about, like what I said from my previous classes, it's all about teaching you how to become a self-improved, developed keyboardist, by yourself. No longer distance barrier, no longer time factor, no need to pay any money to anybody. You just watch it and learn everything I need to show you. Understand? Starting from the foundation to the basics to the simplest level to all that you need to know about the piano and about the keyboard. And now from our previous lessons, I hope and I know you've got some knowledge and you've added to your knowledge what you already know plus what I taught you, right? I know probably you may not have known that there are types of piano. The organ was different from the piano was different from the organ, from the keyboard rather, right? So, and I've been able to teach you that. So it's a great advantage to what you already know, because once you know these things and you are applying them what you're playing, it sets you apart. You understand? It makes you to be distinct from other keyboardists, from other pianists, because you understand the theory. You can formulate your chords, you can formulate your policies on how to maneuver from your tritone, your ditones, your sevenths, your minor nines, from all the keys, from this C to B, running all the scales. So like I always say, all this I'm teaching you, you have to rehearse all of them. If you want to be a better keyboardist or a better pianist, you have got to rehearse. You can't afford to you can't just leave it out. You have got to rehearse. So put all that I'm teaching you to work, and you will see in the next 6 months you'll become extraordinary. All the while I'll be coaching you and teaching you about the theory of the piano, the keyboard, and the organ, and theory of music in general, right? I've been teaching you the theory of music. I've not still laid the foundation yet. I've never taught you how to identify your C major, your D, your E, your F, your G, your A, B, C, D, all this kind of. I have not taught you that, and I've never taught you the C sharp, D sharp, all of that. I've not taught you all of that because I'm trying to lay the foundation, and I'm going somewhere. I want you to follow me. I don't want to rush it. Do you understand? I don't want to rush it. And if you have not gotten your keyboard, if you are yet to get your keyboard, please do. You got to have your keyboard with you. You have to have your keyboard. It's very necessary. It's very compulsory, because how are you gonna do it? How are you gonna do it? You need to have a piano with you or a keyboard. You understand? You need to have a keyboard with you, no matter how small it is or how big it is. Look at my keyboard. You can have something like this. It's very affordable. So if you really want to learn the keyboard, you got to have a keyboard. And then, like I told you, you have to have your notes. And then you have to have your notes, then your pen, in which you're going to be able to write everything I'm going to be telling you or teaching you. Okay, so if you're just joining us for the first time, you are welcome. So what you need to do is to hit the subscription button, subscribe to my channel, so that the benefit of subscribing to my channel is so that you'll be getting notifications on my daily posts. You need to watch if you want to be a better keyboardist or a better pianist, you need to watch all the series of the lessons I'm going to be uploading. Do you understand? You need to watch from lesson 1 down to lesson 2, down to lesson 3, and then this is lesson 4. So if you're just joining us for the first time, you might not actually understand what I'm teaching, except you've got to go back to watch lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3. That is the best way, so you can understand and follow me. Because for my next lesson, I'm going to be showing you the practical way. You'll be seeing me face to face like this. I'll be showing you the keyboard. I'll be showing you all I'll be explaining is the keyboard. I'll be showing you how to identify your keys, how to play the keyboard, So this one I'm just giving you illustrations. I'm giving you the breakdown, the foundational basis, so that you can understand. Do you understand? So you are welcome once more again. So let's continue from where we stopped in our lesson 3. So in our lesson 3, in our previous classes, I was explaining all the musical instruments and their families, right? Remember I said, as we all came out from family, different families. I am from a family. You too, you're from a family, right? So even the musical instruments they all have their own families. So you can write it down if you want to write it down. This makes it to be, there are 5 types of classification. 5 types of classification of instruments. The families in which they belong to. 5 types of classification only. And we have the woodwind. The woodwind consists of the clarinets, the saxophone, and the flute. That's number 1, the woodwind. I said the clarinet, saxophone, and flute, and other examples are there. Number 2, we have the strings, the string instrument. The string instruments are the guitar you play, the violin, the harp, and so many of them. Those are the strings instruments. That is number 2, right? So number 3, we have the brass instrument. The brass instruments are the trumpet, the trombone, and so many of them like that. So number 4, we have the percussion. The percussion are all kind of drum, your steel drum, your jazz drums, all kind of drums. So that the percussion. And then we have number 5, the keyboard. The keyboard is on its own. It doesn't share any boundary or it doesn't share any likes or link to any of them. It's on its own. You understand? So the keyboard has a distinction. It's a definite instrument that is made out of its own. Do you understand? So those are the 5 types of classification. So now I already taught you the differences between the keyboard, the piano, and organ. If you don't understand it, you can go back to my lesson 3. Go back to lesson 3, class 3, and watch it so you can know the differences. Like I told you, I said this is a keyboard. This is a keyboard. This is not an organ, neither is it a piano. It's a keyboard. It's a modern day keyboard, and probably the one you are using now is also a keyboard, because you cannot put an organ. So you cannot put a grand piano on your legs, on your lap, or on your leg. You can't put an organ on your leg. You have to come with its own stand. You can't detach it. You can't detach from it. So now, since I already taught you the differences between the keyboard, the piano, and an organ, you still need to know their similarities. Yeah. What is their similarities? You need to know the similarity of the keyboard, of the piano, and an organ. Now, be it a keyboard, or an organ, or a piano, they all have what we call their black and white keys. Yes, that is very, very important. You gotta know that. This is the black and white keys. Can you say that? Can you say the black and white keys? Yeah. These black and white keys. Be it a keyboard, piano, or an organ, they all have what we call black and white keys. And interestingly to know, the black and white keys is what consists any musical piece of whether the keyboard, whether the piano or an organ. You see, so it's the black and white keys. That's what made up even the keyboard that you play, the organ or the piano. So they must have black and white keys. That is very important. You can write that down, as that is a key word. Now, the black and white keys is what made up either the piano, the keyboard, or an organ. They also possess the same tone. They possess the same tone. If you are familiar with music, you know the tonic surfer notation, the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You will know all of that, right? So if you're familiar with music, and if you're conversant with music, you will know all of that. So they all have the same tone, they all possess the same tone. Don't worry, in my next lesson, I'm going to be teaching you exhaustively well everything you need to know. I'm going to be showing you the practical section. This one is not this one is a theory, and you will love it. You will love it so much. You will love it. So this is just the theory. I'm going to teach you. You're going to be seeing more of the keyboard, not my face. You're going to be seeing more of the keyboard. So I know some persons will be wondering, you're not showing us the keyboard. You're showing your face. Yes, I have to show you my face so that you can understand. I have to teach you the foundational basis so that you understand. It's not about playing the keyboard. It's about knowing what you're playing. Do you understand? So when later on in my next lesson, you'll be seeing the keyboard more. I'll be showing you from the practical level, from the level 1 down to all the levels you need to know. Okay, so and let's continue. I said both the piano, the keyboard, and the organ, they all possesses the same tone. Yes, that's very interesting to know. Although the tones and harmony varies in their functions, but they all have the same sound system. Okay. Do you get that? I said although the tones in the keyboard, in the piano, or an organ, and harmony varies in their function, but they all have the same sound system. They all have the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. They all have the letter, and they all have their letter names. The C, the D, the E, the F, the G, the A, the B, the C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. They all have their letter names, you know. In music, they're not like H or J or I. Don't worry, in my next lesson, I'll break this down for you so you can understand. I don't want to rush it, so you just take your time. So, what is next? Now, for example, we have the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. We also have the sharp and the flats. Both the black and white keys. We have the sharp keys and the white key, the sharp and flat keys. You know, when we say C sharp or D flat, what do we mean? When we say D sharp or E flat, what do we mean? When we say F sharp, does E have a sharp or does E have a flat? You know, you're gonna know all of that in my next lesson. So you need to pay attention. You need to always come back to watch my video so you can understand everything I'm going to show you. And if you trust me and believe me, if you do this within 6 months, oh my goodness, you're going to be a professional. And once you're playing, you'll play with knowledge. Do you understand? That's what we're going to make you different from other keyboardists and pianists, because you're playing with knowledge. You can create your chords. You know, by the time you start playing chords, triad, using tone, semitone, all this kind of stuff, you can create your own chords and construction. Do you understand? So I said, so don't worry. In my next class, I'm going to be giving you exhaustively everything that I just explained in the practical, in the theory section. That is why you need to always come back and please tell as many people. Please tell as many people that are interested. Your colleagues, your friends, your loved ones, your family. Please bring all of them along. Please tell as many people that are interested in this video so that the knowledge can be shared. You understand? The knowledge can be shared. Please tell as many people that are interested. So, like I told you, I said in my next class, you'll be seeing more of the keyboard practical section. You will see it yourself, play it all by yourself, because I will be showing you the keyboard in my next video. I'll be showing you more of the videos, more of the keyboard in my next video. And if you are yet to get get either your keyboard or your piano, please do where to get it as soon as possible, and rehearse all that I've shown you. Rehearse all of them. Practice, know all of them, all the things that I've shown you. Do you understand? And so that is that. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna be teaching you all the keys and how to play all of them. Yes, steadily well. That is one thing. As a pianist, as a keyboardist, you must know how to play all the keys. No, you know, when I was growing up in my music tour, when I was growing up in my music industry, in my music career, there were times I was transposing. I've been a keyboardist for 5 years, 6 years. I was still transposing. Do you know what it means to transpose? Transposing means when you could not play in a particular key, so you transpose that key. Maybe for example, you couldn't play. For example, you couldn't play on E. This is E. See. This is E. For example, you could not play on E, so you transpose the E down to C sharp. You transpose the key of E down to C sharp. You cannot play it on C sharp. So all of that is not good, because it's making you to be a quack keyboardist or a quack pianist. You need to know how to play all the keys as a keyboardist or a pianist. You know, me, I can run all the scales. I can run the scale from C This C sharp, D, you know, like that. I can run all of them. So that is one of the benefits you're going to be getting as you're watching this video. That's one of the benefits you're going to be getting as you're watching the video. So, and like I said, you can always drop your questions in the comment section. Please do well to do that. It's very important. If you don't understand what I'm saying, if I'm too fast, if you're not getting it, I can explain it very well to you so you can understand. Drop your question in the comment section. I'm going to be teaching you all the keys, right from C to C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and C. I'm going to be teaching all of them, all the things that you need to know and become a successful keyboardist or pianist or an organist. So this is where I will draw the curtain, and so I'm going to be seeing you in my next lesson, right? I'm going to be seeing you in my lesson 5. This is lesson 4. Remember what I told you. If you've not watched my lesson 1, my lesson 2, my lesson 3, go ahead, go back and watch them, because for you to understand this lesson you need to watch those videos, right? So I'm going to be seeing you in my next lesson, where I will be teaching you the practical section. So even if peradventure you miss all those lessons, you won't miss all those lessons 1, 2, 3. You can't afford to miss this particular one. This one is the main thing. It's the main. You know, this one is the main. You won't be seeing my face like this. You'll be seeing more of the keyboard. I'll be showing you the practical section. How to identify your C, how to identify your D. What are the black keys? What are their name? They are in 2s and 3s. You know, all this kind of stuff. I'll be teaching you everything. So please do not miss my next lesson. And always come back to check my videos for updates and notifications. And how you're going to get notification is when you subscribe to my channel. You can just subscribe to it now so that you can be getting notifications, so that if I upload any video, automatically you get the notifications yourself, right? So this is where I'll draw the curtain. God bless you. Take care. Woo!